Sorry, we can conclude the analysis we were doing on gold. So I had already marked the points of interest that is on monthly time frame, and as I had earlier said, the market this month has already taken out the previous month's high, and it has given us a new high that is on the monthly time frame. So let's go to weekly time frame. Let's go to weekly time frame. Let's go to weekly time frame. Let's check on the weekly time frame now. On the weekly time frame, it becomes very much interesting. As you can see, this is where we had the low of last week. We had the low of last week over here. That is last week's low, and below the low of last week, we have this as a good point of interest. That one. So the market now, according to the news, the impact on the news, the market might have dropped, given a new low, and then we can be ready for a takeoff. So is that one of the high probabilities that is now based on what? Based on the weekly time frame. Let's just drop to lower time frames and see what we can see from there, because on the weekly time frame I don't see anything else, or yeah, I don't see something there. So for the analysis I had shared last week, the one I was talking about, I was watching this certain order block over here. That was a point of interest for me, of which the market failed to come to the exact point, and then it began to reverse. It started reversing. So the open of this week, maybe the market can decide to come, hit the point, and then it can now go up. So you can see clearly the market is in a very strong uptrend. The market trend is very strong uptrend. I hope you can clearly see that the market is in a very strong uptrend. So as I said earlier, I was expecting the market to come to that to this level, give a that touch on the trend line, and then we can go higher, grab all these liquidities over here. But market failed to reach the point, and then it began to reverse. Let's drop to 4 hours. Let's drop to 4 hours and see. Let's go to 4 hours. Now coming to 4 hour time frame, we'll see this is what the market is doing. The market has been trending here. The market has been trending in this on the 4 hour time frame. This is it. Right, so that is it. And you can see the market dropped, and towards a support the market began to consolidate. So for those who understand chart patterns well, you can term that one as a falling wedge. Others, yeah. And when you check inside this, you will clearly see we have a possible what? An inverted head and shoulders. That is a possible one. So yeah, it's not clear. So if we go to 1 hour time frame, maybe we are going to see it clearly, and that's what we can do. Let's go to 1 hour time frame and see this then clearly. Let's see it clearly now. Now coming to this 1 hour time frame, you can clearly see that, right? This is how the market has been trending over the last. That is let me do this. We had a drop, we had a first bottom up, second bottom, that is a double bottom. The market went up, a strong move, consolidation here. So I expect an impulsive move towards the upper side that will possibly take the market to this imbalance, that imbalance, for it to have cleared all these liquidities. Yeah, because now for the okay, we have no imbalance over here. Okay, yeah, so I expect the market to come here. I expect the market to come that point. And also, don't forget we have this imbalance. Don't forget we have an imbalance here, which can possibly give us a good entry. We have an imbalance there. So with this, you can check on the 50%. That is now where we have the 50% of it. The market might have dropped to this before going up, or the market might have just went up. So if the market open, we get that the market has already gone up, and you see the market start dropping, we can have the 50% or the 100% become our points of interest to get our entry, and then we can swing that trade. We can swing it to around 34.15, around 34.15. Yeah, so we have to keep our eyes open on this and see what happens. So that is it for me this week, guys. I have nothing much, so let's be patient with your entries, and also when it comes to your executions, don't execute out of anxiety, out of anger. Don't execute trades because you want to maybe compete with someone. No, this is a personal journey. Yeah, always remember to apply proper risk management as well. Don't try to flip accounts. Flipping, it happens once or twice maybe, but it can't happen every day. It's better you get maybe a 1% or a 0.5% in a daily, but consistently, rather than flipping once. And also when it comes to blowing, you just blow it once. So focus more on that psychology, because I know psychology is one of the biggest challenges for traders. Psychology. And talking of psychology now, it's about you as a person, you as an individual. There's no someone who is coming to control you or to tell you do this, or this. No, even if I'm your mentor, I can't control you. I can't control your feelings. That is upon you. And as I've just said, psychology is the hardest part for a trader. You can be a very good chart analyst, very good executor, but when it comes to psychology, it's very hard for you. Just enter a trade. When it turns to red, you have closed that trade. Turning to blue, you have just closed. You have missed out. And maybe let's say you have entered a trade, it has turned to red. Let's say it has went against you 20 pips. You have closed with in this case, let's say you had used a 0.1 loss. You have closed with a negative $20, right? And then you are on a buy. In that situation, you are in a buy. After a few minutes, you come back to the chart and see the market was selling, so it took me out. So this market might continue selling. You enter a sell. After entering a sell, the market now takes you out with 30 bits, so that is $30. Meaning you have entered a sell, but now the market is buying. So if you could have stayed in the buys, you could now be in a profit of $10, right? So patience is very key. Patience is very key in these markets. Patience is very key. As much as you are in the markets, patience is very important. You have to analyze, wait for the market to come to your points of interest, wait for the markets to reach your points of or your targets, or maybe If they don't reach your points of exit, you can as well exit them manually, because sometimes you can have a point of interest for you to exit, but the market fails to come to that point and it reverses. So you as well need to monitor what is happening, but don't be a chat zombie. A chat zombie is whereby you have placed a trade, and each and every second you are just there looking on the charts, looking on your trade, what is happening. No, execute a trade, have your stop loss set, have your take profit set, and give the market time to play. Give the market time to play. As long as you have done your part, let the rest let market do its work, right? So avoid being a chat zombie. Chat zombie or staying on the chat affect your psychology a lot, because one minute you will see this, the next minute you are going to see this. Yeah. And also avoid having too many strategies. Always use one strategy, focus on one strategy, because now if you have like 2 or 3 strategies, if you do analysis with the first strategy is going to show you a buy, you use the second, it will show you a sell, the third will show you a buy, and now by the end of the day you are confused, you don't know what your bias is going to be. So um, try as much as possible and focus on one strategy. You only need one strategy for you to be profitable. You only need one strategy, and your psychology and your account. Sometimes many people say that account size, I don't know, capital and what. No, as long as you are disciplined, you can grow that $10, that $5 account to a very big amount. And as I conclude, I'll emphasize more on proverbs, guys, because I know most of us traders, the biggest challenge we have is capital, is the capital. So try get something like $33, go to funded next, purchase a pro from there, that is 5k. Do the challenges, phase 1, phase 2, very slow. Don't rush. Pass the challenges, get a live account, do your things there, get your payouts, purchase another account as you enjoy the profits. And by so doing, by the end of the day you will have compounded something important. um, and now you can start looking and 1 2, and you'll see I've made a good progress. So yeah, that's it for now. See you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and also share with your friends. Bye bye.